still don't think I can do it. Yeah, there we go. Thanks. So here's kind of a diagram of the overall National Green Party structure. So kind of in the middle of the screen, you see delegates from state parties plus delegates from identity caucuses. So each of our state parties that's accredited plus our nationwide identity caucuses that are accredited will elect delegates to get together and talk in what we call our national committee, which is the biggest decision-making body of the National Green Party of the United States. And again, it's not there to have top-down decisions on everything necessarily, but it's there so that ideally we can be helping each other and we can be discussing challenges that we face, and we can be sharing ideas on how to overcome those challenges. We can share solidarity, we can share resources with each other, share ideas, and do nationwide things like endorsing a political platform, right? Saying that, Greens nationwide support a Green New Deal, Medicare for all, National Health Service, all these things. So we get together to make decisions like this and talk about things. And we do that through delegates that meet together in the National Committee that mostly do their work online, but we have a once-a-year annual national meeting where, in theory, they get together and talk too. It's been difficult with COVID, but that sort of thing. So you can kind of think of it as the Congress of the Green Party is what the National Committee is. So they kind of make the decisions for the National Party as a whole. The National Committee also elects a smaller group of 9 members. That's the steering committee, and so I'm a current co-chair on the steering committee. Chris was a previous one, and they're kind of instead of having like a president, we have a steering committee that makes those sort of executive decisions day to day, handling administrative stuff, making sure that the National Committee functions and staff are doing things and whatnot. And then finally, the National Committee will also elect delegates, because one great thing about the Green Party is that there's Green Parties nationwide. Globally. Worldwide is the word I was thinking of. There's Green Parties around the world. There's over 100 of them, so in most countries around the world. And a lot of them, there's some variance in exactly what those Green Parties support, and we have some differences of opinion for sure with some of them, but there's a lot of leftist eco-socialist Green Parties that are out there too, and we recognize that to be a green socialist movement, we have to also be part of an international movement for the international working class. So it's really great to know that there's other Green Parties out there and that we can talk with them and interface with them. So we do things like elect delegates to go meet with counterparts from international parties. The Green Party of Japan, for example. My local Green Party in Pittsburgh, we actually one of our members went and visited Japan and met with Japanese Green Party, and they talked about the problems with the Fukushima nuclear disaster and things like that. And so that was an interesting point of solidarity where we could kind of put out our own statement about we're in solidarity with the Japanese Green Party, and so it's great to have this international movement on top. So that's basically the national structure, to give you an idea of how national decisions are made, such big things like setting a national platform and all. But a lot of decisions will actually be made at your local or state party in terms of which campaigns to run or which activist things to do and stuff like that. So I think our next slide will talk about that.